Talked to your dad last night. He said, "Hey, you talked to Brian? How's he doing?" Tom, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
So we told him about it. Okay. Well, we just finished the morning walkthrough here on Monday morning at Mankato, and we're joined again. It's nice to have back Brian Robison for your 9th training camp at Mankato. How's it feel?
It feels like my 9th training camp at Mankato. Yeah, it just seems like every year they fly by, and yeah, it never gets easier.
You know, it's a big leadership role now. Notice you out on the field all the time coaching people up. Even see Zimmer come to you oftentimes. You see he's kind of talking to his team about that. You know, what's your responsibility as you take that leadership role on the team?
Well, I think for me it's about doing the right things, and that's on and off the field. If I can come out here and each and every day I come out here and take my right foot forward and I get better at everything I do, it gives the young guys something to look towards, you know, throughout the day on how to really go about this deal. And if I can do that and set it by example by doing it, then you know, it really gives them something to look forward to.
The fans have had a great time with you on all your celebrations after you get a sack or an interception or something like that. Last year you kind of extended the catching the fish and throwback. When we talked to you about doing that and putting one in the live well for Roger, you did. Question for you this year is, who's going in the live well this year?
Hopefully a lot of them. Hopefully a lot of them will go in the live well. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm just going to go out there, have fun, and hopefully get as many sacks as I can this year. And hopefully, like I said, be able to put a bunch of them in the live well. Maybe at the end of one game, maybe I can weigh in 5. You know, that'd be nice.
Absolutely. Well, you know, one of the things that's difficult, people don't realize that they don't play the game, is you're sitting on the quarterback side where he can see. You're not on the blind side. How difficult is that, and how do you overcome that where you kind of catch him off guard and take him down?
It's very difficult, especially when you play a guy like Aaron Rodgers who is so aware in the pocket. You know, a lot of times you come around the corner and you think you've got them scot-free, and then they look right at you and they step up and things like that. So definitely on the left side, being that most of the quarterbacks are right-handed, it's tough duty. But you know, not only do you have to have good rushes, but you have to be smart about how you rush and understand that, you know, there are going to be times that they are going to see you, they are going to step up, or they might step back or something like that. So, you know, not only do you have to have the good techniques as far as to get by the guy, but then you have to understand, you know, what they're thinking as far as when they do see you.
And every year it seems like you lead in quarterback pressures. That's got to be frustrating at times. You realize I'm this close to this guy. Nobody gets there any faster. There's got to be some way to grab that material.
Absolutely. And, you know, the only thing you can do is, you know, days like today, you know, go out and just try to get better and work on whatever you can in order to give you that little extra step or you know, maybe that little extra, you know, lean in that you need in order to get downhill on that quarterback. So that's what I'm all about right now, is just making sure I get out here and correct those things. That way during the season I don't have to think about it. They just come natural.
Off-season injury for you, fully recovered?
I believe so. You know, we've been taking it day by day. We're you know, we're being smart about it. I think today we're going to probably up the reps a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But as of right now, it's going pretty well.
I was in Houston last week, passed by James Coney Island. I mean, when you get to a camp like this, how much you listen to that?
Yeah, James Coney Island, man. Yeah, I wish you wouldn't have said that. I wasn't thinking about it. I've been avoiding the hot dogs in the meal hall and everything else, and now, I don't know, I might have to go get one lunch now.
We talked about fishing last year. You're heading for a preseason game in Dallas. It's got to be hard when you got Lake Fork right there, not to be able to go take advantage of that catch some bass. I always wondered, though, have you actually ventured out and done gar fishing, maybe even bow fishing?
You know, I haven't. I've always thought it'd be something that, you know, I would have a blast doing, but for some reason, man, it doesn't matter how many times a year I tell myself, you know, I'm going to do some crappie fishing this year, or I'm going to do, you know, this or that. I always seem to find myself not being able to get away from the bass fishing. So I haven't been able to do it yet. Maybe one day I'll be able to get out and have some fun with it.
You get down to the Rio Grande Valley, you get some awful big gar down, 200-300 pounds down there.
Oh, yeah, I know. The Lake Falcon, they got some huge ones in there, too. So, you know, my problem is I go down to somewhere like that. Once again, I'm going to want to pick up my bass riding reel.
Absolutely. Well, you know, one of the things people say, we know Brian likes to fish. He's a workout warrior. But when he's not doing that, what does he do? We know your dad talks about going hunting. Do you hunt?
You know, I don't, because hunting most of the time is during the football season, so I don't really get a whole lot of opportunities to do it. But for me, it's just about spending time with my family. You know, when I'm not fishing, I'm not, you know, really I should say when I'm not spending time with the family, I'm fishing and I'm working out. But, yeah, I mean, those are the three things I love doing. I love hanging out with the kids and just playing with them all day and seeing my wife and being able to just, you know, spend quality time with them that I don't normally get.
You know, speaking of your wife, 6'5" guy, she's a pretty renowned barrel racer. Has she gotten you on the horse, and what in the world do you look like on a horse?
Oh, I hardly ever get on the horse. And, yeah, she would dominate me on a horse. So, Yeah, I don't even mess with them things.
I hear you. Well, listen, we appreciate you stopping by again to talk to us here. We wish you great success this year. We're looking for double-digit sacks, and we'll be behind you all the way.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by. From Mankato, I'm Tom Moore.